Yo guys, and welcome back to another video. So recently I haven't been making any videos, and there's a reason for that, and the reason is I got locked out of my Google account. Right after the LastPass video that I created, I reset my password using LastPass for Google, and I got locked out. Somehow LastPass didn't update the vault and didn't update my password. So in today's video I'm going to be talking about my Google account and how I recovered it. So firstly, although I was locked out of my Google account, I wasn't worried. Only because Google have their own account recovery tool that I can use to reset my password. As long as I give the correct information, and that is the email address, the recovery phone number, and two-factor authentication, and the last password I knew. And the day that I did this, I realised that this actually didn't work, and I couldn't understand why it wasn't working. I'd put in my email address, I'd put in my last known password, I'd put in my two-factor authentication. It even asked me for when I created the account. Now that's the hardest question for me because I created the account years ago. Lucky enough for a friend of mine who was able to help me, going through my old Google Gmail emails, I was able to find my first very email that I got from Gmail. And I was able to use that. But with the Google account recovery tool, it wasn't accepting it, and Google kept telling me, oh, well, Google cannot verify who I am, and so therefore we will not give you the account back. And this started to frustrate me. And I'm going to go into detail of why. So first things first then, with the account recovery tool not working, I decided to ring Google customer service in the UK. And I spoke to about 3 advisors, and unfortunately they weren't able to help me. When they did ask me questions, they were trying to take me through the Google account recovery again by telling me to go onto the Google account recovery tool and fill in all the information again. And as much as I explained to them that I'm putting in the correct information, it's not working, they were unfortunately not able to help me. And they explained why, and that's because they don't have access to that kind of data. They don't have access to my account to actually reset my password, as well as they can't verify who I am, even if I decide to give them things like app purchases that I bought, for example. So with that not working then, I decided to do a bit of Google searching for myself to see if I could find if anyone else had the same problem. And after a bit of Google searching, I realised that there are people out there that had the exact same issue that I had, in the exact same way actually, and that's with LastPass. And so upon this then, I decided to look at some of the results that I had, and the results were a Google forum for Gmail. And in there were loads of threads of different people that had titles of Google couldn't verify who I am. And so I decided to create my own topic and explain the issues that I was having. Now 2 people spoke to me. There was one person that said that I'd be able to do it from my device, because only recently I moved from iOS to Android and got myself a Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge. Unfortunately that didn't work for me either, although my device still had access to my account due to it being using my Google account. That didn't work, unfortunately. And then another person spoke to me called Cat's Rule. Now this guy, he or she, I don't know unfortunately, but they helped me recover my account. So a big shout out to Cat's Rule for that. But I'm going to continue to explain what happened. So Cat's Rule said to me, asked for the steps that I had done, and that was things like my recovery phone. I provided all that information that I did, and he decided to pass it on to someone else at Google. Google contacted me along with asking for my personal email address, the one that I was locked out of, and they would do some investigations. They got back to Cat's Rule, which Cat's Rule then spoke to me, and he said, or she said, for example, Google have given me some information that the claims that I were creating, which is the amount of times that I was hitting the account recovery tool, had been blocked. And because it's been blocked, they've now reset it, and I should be able to try again. Trying again, the same issue was happening. I wasn't able to verify. But I realised I wasn't verifying from my device. And apparently these play as part of the Google account recovery tool. So it's not just the questions that you need to answer that need to be correct, but it's also your location and your IP address and the device that you were using. So for me, originally, I was using my Samsung S7 Edge to change my password. So I decided that I would, use my Samsung S7 Edge to see if I could reset my password. And the same issue occurred. So this was very frustrating for me. Thankfully, Catchpool was working hard and he or she decided that they would contact Google again. And so it was at this point that I decided to tweet my frustrations. And so I tweeted that I was locked out of my Google account and I couldn't recover it. And oddly enough, a day later, Google had tweeted me back saying, "We heard you cannot get into your account, and so if you send us your personal email address, we might be able to help." And so I sent them my personal email address, and a week later, they got back to me with some information to fill in an application form. Now I'm going to post this application form in the details below because it might help you guys. But this didn't work for me, but this was another solution to what was happening. So a week later then, when I decided to look back at the application form, I decided that, I hadn't actually done the account recovery tool in a week. So I thought, okay, do you know what? I'm going to try it again and see what happens. So this time I was at work in the office and I decided, let's see if I can change the password there. And let's see if I can do it from my Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge. And so I sat there, I started to go through all the steps. I put in the last known remembered password, I put in the email address, which gave me a verification code back. This time I took a bit of time doing that, so I decided to wait a minute before applying the verification code. And oddly enough, Google had verified who I was, and I was able to actually reset my password. Now, to me, this doesn't make sense, but for me, I was happy knowing that I was able to get access to my account again. So for the people out there then that are currently locked out their Google accounts and Google cannot verify who they are from the account recovery tool, all I can suggest is keep trying. I tried a hell of a lot. But don't keep spamming the account recovery tool because you'll realise that Google will block you. Even though they won't show it on the user interface itself, they will block the claims that you send over. I will suggest creating a topic on the Google forum discussion that I will post below as well in the details because they also will help. I've seen a few topics there that people have posted that Google couldn't verify their account, and people like Catchpool and others on that forum have helped them by escalating it further with Google. And as for the people that are watching my videos, thank you. Thanks for watching. You've probably noticed also that I've changed my background a little bit, only because I've moved my YouTube space around. I'm still playing with things, I'm still trying to improve it. I know I've got a lot to add to all the walls and stuff, and probably a lot of stuff to add here, maybe over there. But for now, this will do. As long as I produce videos, I'm happy. And as always, guys, if you have any opinions or any improvements you think I can add to my videos, then please let me know. You can probably see my cat's paw there as well. She's resting because it's so hot today. But yeah, anyway, guys, I'm going to post all the details below. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, and I hope this video has helped anyone else that is currently blocked out their Google account. Thanks for watching. Peace.